Give me that rubber mallet, quick, please. That rubber mallet, right? Nope, it's gone. Ah! Hey folks, Eric Barnett here, Eric Barnett Cycling. I shaved off the beard. I'm not happy about it. I'll just get that out of the way. I'm actually warming up right now for a Zwift race. I'm gonna live stream it. If you are seeing this intro, it means one of three things. Either I have failed miserably, succeeded triumphantly, or the bike has fallen apart. So, which that's an actual possibility, by the way. So I am riding the Garmin Tacx NEO bike. Did a review on this on the channel, and let me show you something. This is, I don't know if you can see it here. This is the left crank arm, and it is wobbling. It actually fell off during a ride I was doing the other day. Editor Eric, insert the picture like right there. So fell off, and found out this is a common problem on these bikes. So that may happen. If this race is just boring and normal, you won't see this intro. So if you're watching this, stay tuned. Something's gonna happen. I don't know what. So I am currently warming up. Like I said, we'll be live streaming this. Don't quite know if I have my Zwift legs, but we'll give it a shot. I'll check in with you later. Let's see how it goes.
Oh man, it's kind of depressing to actually go back and watch this. If you couldn't tell already, this race is not going to end well. If you want to see the whole live stream in its uncut entirety, I'm going to put a link right here. But this video is more about what happens during this race. So this Caspats course is pretty much about 13 kilometers of pretty flat roads, followed by a shorter aqueduct climb, and then sort of the bigger climb of the two, the Petite KOM. So pretty much the first part of this race is all about staying in the draft, not burning any matches, just taking it easy, getting up that first climb, again, taking it easy, not getting dropped, just maintaining position and saving it all up for that last climb. And this is really the first race that I had gone into depth researching, looking at the course, watching other people do the race. I felt really good going into this, actually. And as the race is going, you know, I'm kind of talking to the people in the live stream, not burning too many matches, feeling really good, staying in the pack, just trying to draft, and really just trying to save up for that little climb, that big climb at the end, a downhill, and then a sprint. So feel really good about it. And then I feel the pedals start to wiggle. Like I'd said earlier, this crank arm did come off a few days earlier during a ride. I was going up one of the bigger climbs, Mont Ventoux, and right in the middle, the pedals all of a sudden really got really wobbly and then fell off. At the time, I didn't think a whole lot of it. I thought maybe I just had it loose. I should check it and make sure it's tight on occasion. I did not realize that this was a common thing that happened with these bikes. So at the time, I just popped the pedal back on, tightened the Allen screw up, finished the ride up. I did feel some wobble, and I did, after the ride, sort of look into it and saw that other people were having this problem. Started trying to chat with Garmin support. The live chat really didn't work when I tried it, so started sending support messages. I actually did another ride after that. Wasn't going to do anything too crazy, so I just did some sort of easier free rides in Zwift.
So, I think in my last few races, I think I tried to sprint too early. I don't have the stamina to keep my power high. I can hit high power, so, oh no, I'm gonna lose this crank arm.
There is a point in the race where I really feel the pedals start to wobble a little more than before. When I had gotten a hold of Garmin, they said send us a picture of the serial number on the bike and a video of the crank arm wobbling. So I did, and you know, a little bit of wobble, although it's a bummer and a little bit distracting. You know, if the crank arm stayed on, I'm fine with that until they get me some parts to fix it. but there is a point where I look down at this race and I start to see it sort of separate from the bracket. And that's when I start getting in my head thinking about, okay, I don't think this crank arm is going to last the race.
Come on. Stay on. I'm already in my head because I'm frustrated about this.
Yeah, you can hear me start to get a little bit angry. I'm a little bit amused. Was feeling really good, so I'm pretty bummed out as well.
Trying to see if there's anything I can fix this with.
It goes through my head, maybe there's like a quick fix I can do to get this thing just back on, just finish the race.
I do have another camera going, so if something happens, at least I can make a video out of it.
I actually get on the phone and call my wife in the other room and ask her to come in, and I'm trying to just rack my brain and thinking, how do I get this thing back on here? I don't think there's any way that she could reach while I'm pedaling and try to push it on. So I look around the room and I see this rubber mallet that I was using to put these metal shelves together. You kind of have to seat them in there. So I used a rubber mallet to tap them in. And I thought, well, maybe I can kind of reach down with this rubber mallet and just like sort of gently tap this thing back on every now and then.
Hey, can you come back here real quick? See if we can do a quick fix on this.
So you can see, I asked my wife, will you grab that rubber mallet? And by the time that happened, boom, there it goes. The pedal just falls off. And that is the race for me.
That's it, guys.
Man, I'm frustrated. I was feeling so good. And in retrospect, it's probably a good thing that this happened and I didn't try to just baby this the rest of the ride, because it never would have stayed on. I maybe could have messed something up by tapping it with the rubber mallet. And there is no way when I started into those climbs that I'd be able to keep popping this crank arm back on. So as you can tell, I'm incredibly frustrated. And yeah, that's it. That's going to be it for Zwifting until Garmin tech support can send me the things I need to fix this bike.
Let me get it in camera here. That is the race for me. I'm sorry, folks. Thanks for joining me today.
It has been a little frustrating getting through to Garmin tech support because they keep having me send pictures, and then I'll send pictures and they'll say, well, can you send me these pictures? And then they'll ask more questions. But in between every message, a lot of time passes. So it's getting a little bit frustrating because, you know, I was hoping to get into races and doing the new Zwift training. So for now, can't be on the Tacx NEO, can't be in Zwift, got to be outdoors, which is fine. I love riding outdoors, but this is frustrating that I've spent over $3,000 on a bike that right now is a clothing rack. So I am going to keep you updated on how Garmin handles this. I still, overall, you know, minus this, I still like the bike. They just have to get this issue resolved.
So, I said this might be a possibility. There you have it. Ride over. I felt good today, too. That's disappointing. Pretty angry. Pretty angry at this. I'm going to turn the fan off. So this is what we got here. I'm going to have to update the ride here. Left crank arm came off. This is the second time it's come off. I hear that this is a problem that's pretty common on these Tacx NEO bikes. So in the works of talking to customer support about this, and hope to get it resolved very soon because this sucks. I'll talk to you later. I'll update you guys on how all this goes. I'm angry right now. We'll see you. Bye.